The story begins deep inside a dense jungle, where a peaceful tribal community heads out for another day of hunting. Across the forest, deadly traps are carefully hidden, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Suddenly, a wild boar steps into one of the traps. In an instant, a massive wooden log covered with razor-sharp spikes launches upward and tears straight through the animal's body, killing it on the spot. The hunt is successful, but no one realizes that this is the last peaceful day their tribe will ever have. Within a very short time, death is about to descend upon every one of them. A little later, the hunters gather around their catch and begin cutting up the boar. Everyone laughs, jokes, and enjoys the moment while preparing the meat. Their tribe is known for its cheerful spirit, and for now, life feels completely normal. But that peaceful atmosphere suddenly changes. One of the hunters senses movement behind the bushes. He immediately stands up, fixes his eyes on the trees, and loudly asks, "What do you want?" The next moment, several strangers slowly step out of the bushes carrying 4 large fish. They place the fish on the ground and politely ask for permission to pass through the area. Following their ancient traditions, the tribe offers them a portion of the freshly hunted boar in return. As more people emerge from the forest, something feels terribly wrong. At this moment, we meet the tribe's bravest hunter, Jaguar Paw. He quickly notices that many of the travelers are badly injured, exhausted, and terrified. Their fearful expressions make it obvious that they have escaped something truly horrifying. Unable to ignore what he sees, Jaguar Paw asks what happened to them. One of the men sadly reveals that their entire tribe has been wiped out. They are leaving everything behind and traveling far away in the hope of starting a new life somewhere safe. Those words immediately fill Jaguar Paw with uneasiness. He starts following them, desperate to learn who could have destroyed an entire tribe. Before he can go any farther, his father, the respected chief of their tribe, stops him and firmly tells him not to follow. Even though Jaguar Paw obeys, he cannot shake the feeling that something is terribly wrong. Deep inside, he knows that a dark danger is already moving through the jungle. Soon, everyone returns to their village. Life appears just as peaceful as before. People laugh together, continue their daily work, and enjoy time with their families as if nothing has changed. But Jaguar Paw cannot stop thinking about the frightened strangers he met earlier that day. Their terrified faces keep replaying in his mind, making it impossible for him to feel at peace. That night, as he sleeps beside his family, the silence is suddenly broken. The loud barking of dogs echoes through the darkness, and Jaguar Paw's eyes snap open. Jaguar Paw instantly realizes that something is terribly wrong outside. The frightened survivors he met earlier that morning are still fresh in his mind, making the danger feel even more real. Moments later, the truth is revealed. A ruthless and heavily armed tribe has arrived to launch a brutal attack. Their warriors quietly hide behind the trees, waiting for the signal. As soon as it is given, they rush forward with blazing torches, turning the peaceful village into a nightmare. Jaguar Paw wastes no time. He rushes out of his home, grabs his pregnant wife and young son, and runs as fast as he can toward the jungle. But before they get far, one of the attackers notices them. Jaguar Paw immediately fights back, overpowering the warrior and clearing a path for his family to escape. Knowing they cannot outrun the entire army, he leads them to a deep well hidden in the jungle. Using a rope, he carefully lowers his pregnant wife and little son into the well, hoping it will keep them safe until he returns. But just as Jaguar Paw is about to climb down himself, realizing there is no time left, Jaguar Paw quickly finishes lowering his family. During the struggle, the attacker looks inside the well and discovers Jaguar Paw's wife and child hiding below. Before the warrior can alert the others, Jaguar Paw pulls him off balance, sending him crashing straight into the bottom of the well. With only seconds to spare, Jaguar Paw looks at his terrified wife and son. She desperately begs him not to leave, but he knows he cannot abandon his people. He promises that no matter what happens, he will come back for them. Without another moment to waste, Jaguar Paw races back toward the burning village, determined to save whoever is still alive. As soon as he arrives, he throws himself into the battle. Surrounded by enemies, he fights with incredible courage, snatches a warrior's knife, and uses it against its owner. His bravery catches the attention of the attacker's ruthless leader. Instead of ordering Jaguar Paw's death, the leader commands his warriors to capture him alive. For some unknown reason, Jaguar Paw is more valuable alive than dead. At the same time, Jaguar Paw's father, the respected chief of the tribe, continues fighting fearlessly against the invaders. Then, through the chaos, Jaguar Paw's young son cries out in fear, calling for his grandfather. The leader immediately realizes the old chief is Jaguar Paw's father. Without showing a trace of mercy, He deliberately kills the chief right in front of Jaguar Paw's eyes. Watching his father die right before his eyes, Jaguar Paw is consumed by rage. He charges forward without fear, but the attacker's ruthless leader strikes him with a powerful blow, knocking him unconscious. When Jaguar Paw finally regains consciousness, everything has changed. His fellow tribesmen have also been captured, and every survivor is tied up like a prisoner. As they are forced to march away, Jaguar Paw turns his eyes toward the distant jungle, desperately looking in the direction of the well where his pregnant wife and young son are hiding. The attackers eventually reach the well and lower a rope to look inside. For one terrifying moment, it seems their hiding place has been discovered, but Jaguar Paw's wife and son are safely concealed behind a large rock deep inside the well. The attackers fail to notice them and move on, leaving them behind. Meanwhile, Jaguar Paw and the other prisoners are bound together and forced onto a long, exhausting journey. Along the way, they come across the same group of travelers who had peacefully exchanged fish with them earlier that morning. Those people had only been searching for a safer place to begin a new life, but now they have also been captured by the ruthless warriors. The prisoners continue marching across rushing rivers, through dense forests, and over towering hills, with no chance of escape. After a long and grueling journey, they arrive at a place filled with destruction. Dead bodies are scattered across the ground, making it painfully clear that a deadly disease has wiped out countless lives. Standing among the ruins, a mysterious young girl stares at the warriors and warns them that a sacred time is approaching, and when it arrives, every one of them will be destroyed. The warriors simply laugh off her warning and continue leading their prisoners forward. Sometime later, they reach a massive village, unlike anything Jaguar Paw has ever seen. Hundreds of exhausted laborers are forced to work under terrible conditions. They have no freedom and no hope of leaving alive. The prisoners are marched even deeper into the settlement, where the leader of the raiding tribe meets another man and asks how many captives have been brought this time. The man casually replies that his son will count them, but they should receive a better payment than before. At that moment, the horrifying truth becomes clear. These warriors do not capture people just to kill them. They capture human beings to sell them. The women are separated first and auctioned off like property, while buyers eagerly pay for them one by one. Soon the remaining men are taken to another area, where an enormous crowd has gathered. Jaguar Paw finally discovers the terrifying purpose of this place. According to their ancient beliefs, human beings are sacrificed to satisfy their gods. One by one, the prisoners are dragged up the towering temple steps toward the altar of sacrifice. Eventually, Jaguar Paw's turn arrives. He is forced to climb the massive pyramid, knowing that death is only moments away. But just as the ritual is about to begin, something completely unexpected happens. The bright sky suddenly turns dark. A solar eclipse covers the sun, throwing the entire temple into darkness. Fear spreads through the crowd as everyone falls to their knees, believing the gods have revealed a powerful sign. Once the eclipse passes, the sacrifices are suddenly stopped. Instead of killing the remaining prisoners, the warriors lead them to a wide-open field bordered by a dense jungle. There, they are told that if they want to live, they should run toward the forest. For a brief moment, it seems like they have been given a chance to escape, but it quickly becomes clear that this is nothing more than a cruel game. The chief's son and his warriors release the prisoners one at a time, hunting them down for sport as they fire arrows from behind. Jaguar Paw begins running alongside one of his companions, desperately trying to reach the safety of the jungle. Then, without warning, an arrow tears straight through his companion's body. He collapses to the ground, dead within seconds. Jaguar Paw somehow escapes the deadly game and sprints toward the jungle with everything he has left. Even though he is badly injured, he refuses to slow down because he knows that stopping for even a second means certain death. As he races through the forest, he climbs onto a massive fallen tree and hides among its branches, hoping the warriors will pass without noticing him. Meanwhile, the chief's son is killed during the pursuit. The moment the tribal chief learns about his son's death, he is consumed by uncontrollable rage. Now, capturing Jaguar Paw is no longer enough. He wants him dead at any cost. Gathering his remaining warriors, the chief personally leads the hunt deep into the jungle. Soon, they walk directly beneath the same fallen tree where Jaguar Paw is hiding. For a moment, it seems like he has escaped, but after moving a short distance, the chief notices fresh blood dripping onto one of his warriors' shoulder. The blood isn't his, which means Jaguar Paw must still be somewhere somewhere above them. Realizing they have walked past their prey, the warriors immediately turn around and begin searching the area once again. Hidden on the tree, Jaguar Paw silently watches every movement, barely daring to breathe. Then another danger appears. A small jaguar cub is sitting only a few feet away, and moments later, its protective mother emerges from the bushes. Now Jaguar Paw is trapped. If he stays where he is, the wild predator will attack. If he moves, the warriors below will spot him. With no other choice, he leaps from the tree and bursts into a full sprint. Now death is chasing him from both sides. Behind him, the bloodthirsty warriors continue the pursuit, while the furious jaguar charges after him from the opposite direction. Suddenly, one of the warriors steps directly into the animal's path. The jaguar attacks without hesitation, bringing the warrior down in a brutal instant. Using the chaos to his advantage, Jaguar Paw disappears deeper into the jungle, but the chase is far from over. After running for what feels like forever, he suddenly reaches the end of the path. A towering waterfall stands directly in front of him. Turning back means certain death. Jumping means taking a chance that almost no one could survive. Without wasting another second, Jaguar Paw throws himself over the edge. He crashes into the water below. Against all odds, he survives the fall and struggles toward the riverbank. When he looks back, the tribal chief and his warriors are standing high above the waterfall, staring down at him. But now everything has changed. Jaguar Paw has finally returned to his own jungle. With fearless confidence, he shouts that this is the land where his grandfather hunted, where his father hunted, where he has hunted, and where his children will one day hunt as well. Then he dares them to come down and face him if they have the courage. One of the chief's warriors desperately tries to stop him. He remembers the mysterious little girl's prophecy that one man would lure them into the jungle and that would become the place of their destruction. But blinded by revenge, the chief refuses to listen. In a fit of rage, he kills his own warrior with a knife right in front of everyone. Driven by their leader's fury, the remaining warriors begin jumping down the waterfall one after another. One of them dies instantly from the impact, while the others somehow survive and continue the pursuit. Jaguar Paw keeps running deeper into the forest. Suddenly the ground gives way beneath him, and he falls straight into a thick swamp. For a terrifying moment, it seems like the mud will swallow him alive. Using every ounce of strength he has left, he finally drags himself out. Covered from head to toe in mud, Jaguar Paw pauses for a moment. Then he realizes exactly where he is. This is his jungle. Every trail, every tree, every hidden path is familiar to him. At that moment, he understands something the warriors do not. The hunt has changed. Jaguar Paw is no longer the prey. Now, the hunters have become the hunted. The moment the remaining warriors enter the jungle, Jaguar Paw turns the hunt completely around. Now he uses the forest itself as his greatest weapon. Knowing every trail and every hidden danger, he begins eliminating the warriors one by one with carefully planned traps. First, he knocks a massive beehive down from above, throwing the attackers into complete chaos. Then he silently takes down another warrior with a poisoned arrow, proving that every step deeper into the jungle brings them closer to death. Soon, Jaguar Paw comes face to face with the man who murdered his father. The two warriors lock eyes. Without saying a word, they charge at each other. The attacker swings his weapon first, but Jaguar Paw slides across the ground, grabs his own weapon at the last possible second, and strikes with perfect timing. His enemy's attack misses completely. Jaguar Paw's blow does not. Within seconds, the man who killed his father falls lifeless to the ground, and Jaguar Paw finally avenges his father's death. At that very moment, dark clouds gather overhead and a heavy rainstorm begins. Meanwhile, Jaguar Paw's pregnant wife and young son remain trapped inside the deep well. Rainwater keeps pouring in, causing the water level to rise higher and higher. As if the situation is not already terrifying enough, his wife suddenly goes into labor. She realizes that her baby could be born at any moment, inside a flooding well. Meanwhile, Jaguar Paw fights his way back toward the same place. His wife and son see him from below and desperately cry out for help. But before he can reach them, 3 surviving warriors catch up to him. 2 of them stop beside the well and look down. This time, they finally discover Jaguar Paw's wife and children hiding inside. At the same time, the tribal chief continues chasing Jaguar Paw with unstoppable determination. As Jaguar Paw runs, he suddenly notices something lying on the forest floor, an old hunting trap. He immediately stops. Seconds later, the chief arrives. Still burning with rage over his son's death, he fires an arrow from a distance. The arrow strikes Jaguar Paw, badly injuring him. Even so, Jaguar Paw refuses to fall. Instead, he stands tall and dares the chief to finish the fight face to face. Blinded by revenge, the chief throws aside his bow, pulls out his knife, and charges straight toward him. It is exactly what Jaguar Paw wants. The chief steps directly onto the hidden trap. In an instant, a massive wooden log covered with razor-sharp spikes swings forward at incredible speed. It crashes straight through the chief's body, ending his life in the very same way the hunted wild boar died at the beginning of the story. The hunt comes full circle, but Jaguar Paw still cannot stop. The last two warriors are still alive and closing in behind him. Meanwhile, the rain continues pouring into the well. The water rises higher with every passing second. In the middle of the flooding well, Jaguar Paw's wife gives birth to their child, fighting for both her own life and the lives of her children. At the same time, Jaguar Paw reaches the edge of the sea. He suddenly stops. Something unusual catches his attention. Moments later, the last two warriors arrive behind him, but they also freeze in disbelief. Far out on the ocean, enormous ships appear on the horizon. Small boats begin moving from those ships toward the shore. As everyone watches in stunned silence, Jaguar Paw quietly slips away. He races back to the well, rescues his wife, his son, and their newborn baby, and finally reunites his family. In the film's final moments, Jaguar Paw leads his family away from the well and begins walking back toward the jungle. His wife looks out at the mysterious ships approaching from the sea and asks whether they should go to those strangers. Jaguar Paw watches the ships for a long moment, then he slowly shakes his head. He decides that their future does not lie with the unknown people arriving from across the ocean. Instead, they will return to the jungle, where they will begin a new life together once again. As the family disappears into the forest where their journey first began, the camera lingers on the distant ships. Those strangers are European explorers, whose arrival will soon change this entire world forever. But Jaguar Paw has already made his choice. For him, nothing matters more than protecting the people he loves. That is what makes this story far more than a survival thriller. It becomes a powerful story about courage, family, resilience, and the unstoppable will to survive against impossible odds. Now here's a question for you. If you were in Jaguar Paw's place, would you walk toward those mysterious ships? Or would you choose to disappear into the jungle and start a new life? Let me know your answer in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this.